Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing an Alistar game and he is going to support Vayne, who is his friend. So as you can see, because they're not linked together here, they are actually in a ranked game. So no spectator mode on. As I said before, there is a little bug, so even if you turn it on and it doesn't work, that's not your not your fault. You can, however, solve it by turning off Steam. It sounds like a random thing, but apparently there's an interaction between Steam, League of Legends, and LoL Replay that makes this happen and makes sure that the replay isn't saved as spectator mode. So anyhow, they are together, as I said, as a team, and that makes it a lot easier because assuming they are on voice chat, that is of course a great thing to have. It's a great advantage. So Alistar scouting around a little bit, starting off with Pulverize, already selecting a skill. That is not the most advantageous to you. You really don't want to choose a skill until the last possible moment. And you do that because, let's say, Vayne gets tagged up a little bit. So they come in from here and she gets tagged up. At that point, your Pulverize is not going to do a whole lot. So you want to have your heal. On the other hand, if someone comes in here, so runs up here now, like now, you may be better off with a headbutt. And wow, taking up the Tristana quite heavily. She came in through the wrong lane, or well, the wrong route, and she gets tagged up quite heavily. So excellent support items here. Obviously, we want to see that the wards in the river, when or if they push, but if they don't push, yeah, why place it there? Why bother? So for now they are safe as they are. So Vayne is starting off with Doran's Blade, just as Tristana. Both of them have a healer, so that is a good choice. Both of them can get away with that. Second skill will be the headbutt, I'm assuming. Come on, choose it. No, the heal. Making sure that his carry can stay in and can do the damage. You can be a little more aggressive with the heal. Well, Vayne can be a little more aggressive because Alistar has the heal. So Vayne is sporting a heal and flash, meaning that this is exactly the way it should be. So an exhaust on the support and a heal on the carry, because the carry needs to stay alive, not the support. So yeah, this is an excellent place to ward. You know that by now. This covers the exit as well as the mid lane, and it gives you a lot more warning than, for example, a ward over here, which would be the best ward spot for the red team, by the way, or in this case the purple team. So yeah, Alistar standing around a little bit, taking a little bit of damage, but then Tristana taking a little bit of damage from Vayne, because she just wants to, well, do the damage wherever she can. Same goes for Tristana, obviously, but Vayne knows, she or should know, she is going to be better in the late game. So they should play for the late game. And yeah, Tristana is awesome in the early game because of her rocket jump. And of course that heal debuff makes her able to win fights one-on-one pretty easily, because your heal is going to be reduced by 50%, so your summoner heal, and that is of course something that Tristana would want and you definitely don't want. And yeah, because of this this difference in how the champions are played, Vayne should really just take it easy, just sit back, relax, and last hit wherever she can, and be a little aggressive towards Tristana to try to prevent her from taking, like, for example, this big minion. But not too aggressive. It is more important to stay alive than to get the kill. Because Vayne will be awesome in the late game no matter what happens. Tristana will only be very good in the late game if she gets a lot of kills or an incredible amount of minions. And she can get a lot of kills and an incredible amount of minions. So they stop the lane just short of the turret range, and they need to make sure that they pick up these minions before they get into turret range. But so far so good. Let's see how the minions are doing. 20 to 21. So it's okay. Not out farming the Tristana in any way, but still doing a good enough job to keep it under control. So walking a little bit too far forward there, and unfortunately Vayne cannot follow that up because there was an exhaust on her, and wisely backing out. So yeah, for the rest, it is 1 kill on Master Yi and 1 kill on Mordekaiser now. Both of them have died once as well. So it is 2 and 2 again. So item wise, we are still at 1 item each, and this guy, oh, let's just pull up this, it's so much easier. I must say I like the thing a lot more, the spectator mode, because then I don't have to pull up this whole screen. So still has a ward up, but has no health potions anymore. And she still has 1 ward, which means she placed 2, one of them probably in the river. And if we paid closer attention, we could have seen where. And one is probably in this bush, or in this bush. Well, probably in this bush. Because, well, the Alistar has been in the bush for most of the game, and that's exactly why you do that. You want to draw out those wards, and you have to get in the bush here. Yeah, okay, or not. Yes, nicely done. The 3rd stack of that silver arrow will proc the 8% or something, or 6% of life. And that is a huge deal. So nicely done. So Alistar, of course, running in there and getting that headbutt pulverize off. That, or rather pulverize into headbutt, that was the thing that actually made this kill. But Tristana could have ran into this bush and got a lot further out because they had no vision over this bush. Of course she doesn't know that, but if she ran into that bush, she could have gotten out a lot further and then used the rocket jump. But what she should have done, of course, was use the rocket jump before Alistar was in range. Because that way he would have never been able to headbutt her back, and she would have just gotten out of that alive and well. But yeah, nice play on both of them, making sure that they can get well, an easy kill on that. Well, it seems easy. It's never easy to pull this off because the other team does have something to say about it. It's not like in the versus AI game. So we saw a ward over here going down, and yeah, there was a jungler coming in. But yeah, no stun though. That's a shame. But yeah, this is where Alistar comes in. Alistar is just going to use his headbutt and pulverize, not simultaneously, but both of them to just make sure they can get something done. The Warwick gets silenced, and Master Yi is going to pick up the kill here. And this kill should be done as well. Okay. Come on. Alistar has no mana, by the way. 0 mana. And Master Yi is still over here. But are they going to... No, they're not going to be able to pick off the Udyr. But his cannon is still in a lot of trouble, and he does get killed. Alistar surviving with a little bit of HP, and he is going to recall and make sure he gets the hell out of there. So Master Yi in the meantime pushing this lane because he knows that Soraka can't really put a... well, she can't kill him and she can't pick up the minions. So he runs out when he's still decent health, and he's going to heal up. Yeah, 1100 health now. Because he is AP. And AP Master Yi is very, very strong. There are very few real counters to that. And even the real counters can get... yeah, can pretty much get nuked down by the amount of damage he does and the amount of healing he has. So yeah, just going to heal up, and yeah, there goes the disrupt on that meditate, and that's one of the things that you can do about that. But Vayne comes in. Vayne is going to crush this team, and come on, tumble! Gets the tumble out of there. That's good too. So yeah, they did try out some, according to the email, of course. I don't know these guys personally, but they tried out some, yeah, reverse, the reverse of this. So him being, so the Alistar being the AD carry and the AD carry being the support. But it seems that, yeah, some people just have better skills as a support, and some just have better skills as the AD. So yeah, you have to find your own thing you're good at and be the best at that. Does he really have... Oh no. I wanted to say that's a ridiculous amount. So he currently has 142 AP, that's already a big stack. And yeah, he does a lot of damage there. So Alistar watching the fight in mid. They're not really paying attention to their own lane at all at this moment. Mordekaiser in a little bit of trouble here. And why would you ignite someone at 500 HP? Yeah, now he's at 380 HP. Yeah, whatever. Anyhow, we're going to follow this fight. And is she going to get out? Yes, she is. No. I thought she was out of range of that. Oh, did he save? Yeah, he did save her. And Cannon is coming in though. Oh, but the ultimate from Warwick. Yeah, we couldn't see the actual animation on that, but they did pick up. Oh wow, Master Yi. That Master Yi, man. Yeah, Alistar sacrificing himself to save his AD carry. That was nicely done. He knew that one of them had to die. It's better that that is the support, of course. Plus, if you're Alistar, it takes far more damage to kill you than to kill Vayne. Unfortunately, he didn't get to use his ultimate, which of course triples the amount of damage they need to do. Because oh no, it doubles. No, it will go up to 65 or something at level 2 or level 3. But yeah, Vayne really happy that she got away there, and she got to live another day. Of course, Master Yi picking up all those kills. Vayne also picking up some kills, and yeah, with the two of them, they have 9 kills between them. They are the two carries, and Mordekaiser is just going to be a backup, I guess. He's going to still do damage, of course, but... Oh, Alistar missing a lot of last hits because he started off with the Pulverize. And you should try not to do that, because the Pulverize takes all of the minions down to about 60 HP, as you can see, and they get nuked down pretty easily by the minions. Plus, well, your innate ability here, it does 17 magic damage per second. That means that you don't have control over which minion dies when, and that's what you want. You want to have that control. You want to make sure that you have to last hit every one of them. So even though he was in that whole minion wave, he only picked up 17 of them, and that might not even be just from that. So with the turret down, it is going to be risky indeed to stay here for this bottom lane on the enemy team. Oh, a nice stun going off. But Vayne in some trouble. Alistar will have to do his best to get this cannon out of the face of Vayne. And come on, get that. Yes, nicely done. Unfortunately, the cannon was going to get out of that because the headbutt wasn't really well over the most distance that it could have been, and a nice headbutt there is completely out of mana. So hopefully he will be able to make it out. No, he will not be able to make it out. So unfortunately both of them got killed. But yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, they went in a little bit too eager. They have no wards on the map, and with no wards these things happen. I mean, you don't know where the cannon is. But yeah, this is going to happen if you overextend. And cannon is not really fat. These were his first 2 kills, so he can still easily be taken down, especially when you have a Yi that is this powerful, while already has a death cap, well underway to what is probably going to be a Rylax Crystal Scepter. And Vayne 7-1. Unfortunate that she had to die, but it's the way it is. She only has 50 minions though, that has to go up. So if you play Vayne more often, you have to be the one with the highest farm. I mean, this 100 farm, you should have that as well. Especially since Mordekaiser also has 85. And Mordekaiser is in top lane, so he's not farming the raids, which is normally where he gets his huge minion numbers from. Did she really use the... Oh yeah, that was nice. That was very subtle, but she ran into this bush and they had vision here because Warwick was coming in. So instead of going after her, she ran the other way, knowing that if Tristana ran this way, they would have been able to pick her up. She would have been able to kill her. If she ran the other way, then Warwick would come in, close off her her exit, and she would have the time to turn around and help with that kill. So very subtle, but definitely good play, and that's what, well, what makes the good players. It's not about like the big things. Everyone can learn how to last hit, but these kind of things make the difference between a good play and a reasonable play. I mean, obviously she could have chosen the jungle, or to run into the jungle, or to run into the other direction, but the fact that she went in for like the most unprotected route, so the route where Tristana had the best way of getting out, that was very good. So meeting the support here in the jungle, and a nice stun. Yeah, you need to get that stun off every time with Vayne, because otherwise people are just going to run out of the fire. And yeah, unfortunately that was very well played on Tristana's part in this case. And no, you're still getting killed. There is a ward there. Come on. Oh, he gets the kill. Nicely done. And is he going to survive? The exhaust goes down, and he is going to be able to run out and hopefully escape. No! Headbutt, and that's not going to be good enough. But nicely done. He does get a kill. And yeah, he goes 1 and 3. So Master Yi flashing over here. I don't know if he was trying to escape or trying to kill someone, but at 1000 health he should be fine. He was trying to escape from cannon, it seems. Vayne, no, don't go. It appeared like she was trying to get in there. So Alistar is back up, and we are going to go mid lane apparently. So yeah, it's a kind of a cat and mouse game at this moment. you don't know where the wards are. Normally we can see where the wards are, but you don't know where the enemy wards are. Alistar definitely found one over here, but that is not going to be good enough. So placing a pink ward, making sure that they can take dragon. And if you're on the green team, or well, the blue team, I guess, this would be a decent ward spot. If you're on the purple team, however, this wouldn't be a good ward spot, because then wards that are placed over the side, which happens regularly, they won't be spotted. But nobody places a ward over the side when they're on the purple team. So that's why I said this is still a pretty decent ward spot in that regard. But they should go for this dragon after the next kill, and that should be right about now. And are they going to pick up this kill? Nope. Udyr coming in from the side, and Udyr is going to wreak some damage on this Vayne. The Vayne needs to land the stun. Yep, there we go. And that's why you have that skill. The stun needs to go down, because if the stun doesn't go down, it's not going to be good for you. They're just going to run out. And Warwick needs to help out here, because Vayne needs to be protected. That's the only thing they need to do. Just protect the Vayne. And Alistar is out of mana again. Has been using his skills maybe a little bit too much. Needs to conserve his mana a little bit better. Once again the stun going off, and you can see how important that stun is. And Alistar really should focus on just protecting this Vayne. Oh my god. That was so lucky that she didn't die. Oh, if that distance was a little bit bigger between them, she would have died. But Vayne is going back. Alistar needs to back off as well. He has no mana. Well, he has 180 mana, but that's not even enough to... Well, it's just enough to do these two. But, yeah. You can see how that's not good enough. So getting the gold items, which is excellent. And yeah, as I said, after the next kill they should go for dragon. And that is indeed what they do. So... he gets 1400 gold, he needs to go shop. Come on, go back, shop. You need to shop regularly if you're in the bottom lane, because otherwise you're going to get out damaged and just out sustained. Did he really not see that Nidalee coming, or does he not care? That's the big question. So picking up all of the minions here, but needs to run out. Yes, we'll be okay now. So time to go back, finally. Does save the tower, so that's good. Anyhow, what are we going for? We are going for... hang on, let's see who's doing well on the enemy team. So that would be Udyr and Cannon. So for Udyr, yeah, you really can't do anything about him. Depends on whether he is Tiger or Phoenix. Against Cannon, obviously, you want the magic resist. So, in general, I would say go for the Age of the Legion. Oh wow, an excellent ultimate from Warwick, making sure that she can't get away. Vayne picks up the double kill there. And Vayne is currently 13 and 2. And you can see how important it is to protect that Vayne. Because a fat Vayne... a Vayne that's still alive is so dangerous, and a fat Vayne that's still alive, that will destroy your entire team. But yeah, here she goes in on her own, without protection. Oh no, Mordekaiser is on her team, duh. So Mordekaiser is the protection. Mordekaiser is not good protection, by the way, just so we're clear on that. But a very quick game, a very nice result there. Needs a little more work on warding and conserving mana, but for the rest, very well played. And yeah, you can see how powerful it is to have a protection on that Vayne. It's really your job as a support to keep her alive, and that's why you don't pick your skills right away at level 1, because it's not it's not about you. It's about protecting that Vayne. And by the way, if he got the headbutt at level 1 instead of the pulverize, they might have gotten that kill at level 1 on the Tristana, because if he could headbutt her in the direction of Vayne there, I don't think she could have rocket jumped onto that ledge, or she would have had to rocket jump and flash or something like that. But it would have been more difficult for her to get out. Also, if Vayne, I don't know what Vayne started with, but if Vayne started with the stun, that would have helped as well. But yeah, it's all details. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. GG.